So what do I actually eat every day? And does it really take 10 minutes to make? Yes, yes it does. Welcome to the series, I'm Alicia and I'm so glad you're here. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. So some of you ask, okay, you're a part-time vegetarian now, what do you eat? I tell people it is easy actually, and I spend 10 minutes a meal, maybe.
But they don't believe me.
So what's the key? I keep it simple. I don't make crazy recipes for lunch on a Tuesday. Today I'm gonna show you around 10 of those meals, but really it's like, I don't know, so many more, because you'll see there are components that I just change around a little bit to keep it versatile. Now these recipes are kind of outlined in the email for today. Remember, this course is actually distributed via email. Just the videos are on YouTube, so if you want the rest of the downloads, sign up at mindovermunch.com/foodfreedom. Okay, so the first meal that I eat so frequently, many times a week,
I'd say like 5 days a week,
is some form of avocado toast or variations on that. So it's essentially toast with avocado and eggs. And those eggs could be scrambled, they could be fried, they could be poached. And based on that preparation, it will taste like a completely different meal. I mean, a scrambled egg versus a yolky egg, you know, it's a completely different experience. Also, you can swap out the base. So sometimes I'll use an English muffin, sometimes I'll use sweet potato toast. There are so many permutations to keep this interesting. And of course, I've got to top it off with the everything but the bagel seasoning and some sriracha, although I personally prefer Cholula. The next thing I will eat, probably I eat this almost every single day, is an omelet with either fruit, a side salad, toast, avocado on the side. It depends. Really, the way I decide if I want to have a salad is like gauging when I last ate vegetables. I will say, as I've healed my relationship with food, I crave vegetables more. Like we talked earlier in the series about how, you know, once the resistance is gone, I enjoy it more. In my omelets, I add
many cheeses.
No vegetables needed. I used to try to put vegetables in my omelet thinking like, oh, here's an opportunity to get veggies in, but I love just an omelet with a bunch of cheese. For a side salad, now I will add a side salad to almost any meal that I make now because it's an easy way to get vegetables in and I actually enjoy it. The dressing is crucial to a side salad, but my most basic, easy side salad that takes 5 seconds to put together, it's just some kind of greens. So either mixed greens, maybe some romaine or spinach, kale, whatever, with some cabbage for color and crunch, carrots that I buy pre-shredded, and sunflower seeds. Now the dressing, my favorite dressing is a white cheddar one, and I have made it myself and I've showed that in a video. The Organic Girl white cheddar dressing is legit. It's so freaking good, but it's like $1 million a bottle. Unfortunately, none of this is sponsored. I just love this dressing. It's so freaking good, but too expensive. So I've made my own, but sometimes I don't have time to make my own. So, you know, I'll use that one. I keep it in the fridge when I can find it. Anyway, sometimes for my side salads, I'll add tomatoes, cucumbers, beets, pistachios, you know, I'll swap in whatever I have kind of for the week or leftover. I try to be really flexible and just, the goal is like get some vegetables and make them taste good. The dressings is what makes it really taste good. I will also link the dressing episode I've done before. The tahini lime or tahini lemon dressing. That's another one of my favorites that I'll use all the time. Okay, so next is a veggie scramble with fruit. It could be also served with toast, avocado toast, or a side salad. I used leftover roasted broccoli and sweet potato here. It's a great way to use up your leftover vegetables from cooking the night before. And I don't only eat eggs, but I do eat a lot of eggs and I love them in every single form. If you are trying to transition to be a vegetarian and you don't like eggs, I will say it's gonna be hard. Okay, so oatmeal is another food I eat that does not involve eggs. And peanut butter jelly PBJ oatmeal is my go-to. I showed it earlier in the series, but pretty much It's cinnamon and salt with some peanut butter and jelly, date syrup, and slivered almonds for crunch. And that is probably I make that like a couple of times a week, but my other favorite lately is banana walnut. So to my cooked oatmeal, I add some cinnamon, banana, maple syrup, and walnuts for crunch, and that's it. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. So I think oatmeal is a great, comforting, delicious, satisfying meal, and it's a little bit on the sweeter side when I'm not craving something so savory like eggs. Okay, another meal that's not eggs. I know some of you are like, stop with the eggs. A chickpea curry rice with side salad. And I throw this together in less than 10 minutes. It's just some onions sauteed. Then I add in some chickpeas, which are canned, so they don't even really need to be cooked. I'm just pretty much heating them up, and some spinach that I wilt down. Then I added some rice, which is already cooked. Usually I'll either meal prep the rice or I'll use the frozen rice, and I season it with coconut aminos, turmeric, curry powder, garlic powder, and salt, of course. And that's it. And this meal, I mean, literally, it takes less than 10 minutes to throw together, and there will be leftovers, so I can have it later, and it actually tastes good as leftovers. I also love to put an egg on this meal. I'm sorry, I just love eggs so much. I also love chickpea pastas with side salads, or it could be a mac and cheese. So pastas of any kind, I mean, I love pasta, but I've talked about this in an episode last year, I can't remember which one. I like pasta, but I'm not a connoisseur. Like, I think the chickpea and the lentil pasta varieties are good substitutes. Like, they taste good to me. So maybe I just don't know enough about real pasta. I also like the different shapes and the other legumes as well. So I will just switch out which kind of sauce I use, which kind of pasta I use, you know, what kind of legume it is, what's the flavor, what do I serve it with. Now, I will, disclaimer, some of you are gonna get mad because Parmesan I know is not technically vegetarian because it has rennet in it. So, you know, if this is a concern to you, I'm not a real vegetarian, I'm a part-time vegetarian. But if this is a concern to you, you can buy the real vegetarian Parmesan. This mac and cheese, this is Banza's mac and cheese, not sponsored, but oh my gosh, it is so good as a substitute to like Kraft. It tastes legit, and it's nice that it gets the protein. This is another thing about the reason I like to switch from the regular pasta is if I'm eating more vegetarian and you're worried about the protein, then the chickpea pasta, the lentil pasta could be a great way to get some protein in. Okay, another meal is grilled halloumi. So halloumi is a grillable cheese, and it's delicious. And I serve that with either a side salad or fruit. It's super salty, and it's a great way to get your protein in. I literally just
cut the cheese
and throw it on the grill with a little bit of oil there, but just let it grill for a couple minutes on each side, and it's done and ready to serve. It's like a 5-minute meal. The next meal I will make that takes no time, takes a couple minutes just to chop some of the things, but literally less than 10 minutes, is a huge salad. So I've talked, you guys know by now, I used to hate salad, and I actually really like salad now. The dressing is key, but I really like it. I enjoy a good hearty salad as a meal. So greens of all kinds, along with some romaine. I know romaine is like kind of a fake lettuce or a fake green, but I really like the crunch. I also like to add cabbage, carrots, chickpeas, boiled eggs. That's a great way. Chickpeas and boiled eggs are a great way to get some protein into your salad if you don't want to add meat. Tomatoes and cucumber, avocado, goat cheese or whatever cheese you prefer, sunflower seeds or pistachios, and then the dressing. I also usually add some coconut aminos to my salad, and I find it kind of enhances whatever dressing I'm already using. Another meal that I will eat probably at least once or twice a week is a bagel with a side salad. Now this will either be a bagel with cream cheese, or sometimes I'll do mashed avocado with like cherry tomatoes and salt, or, you know, of course everything but the bagel seasoning. But I have found that a bagel is really satiating to me, and sometimes I don't even need the whole thing. Like the pre-healing relationship with food me, if I ate a bagel, it was like, actually Christian and I used to order bagels, and like the two of us would order like 4 bagels because it was the all or nothing. It was like, well, if I'm gonna eat a bagel, I might as well eat all the bagels. And now when I give myself permission to eat it, I find sometimes I only actually need half a bagel, or I'm satisfied with half a bagel, and I would actually have fruit instead of the other half of the bagel. And it really depends on how hungry I am and, you know, what will satisfy me in the moment. And the only way I know that is by tuning in to my inner wisdom right then. One last meal that's really, really fast to throw together that's also satisfying is a smoothie with like a cheese and cracker kind of hodgepodge plate. So maybe some berries, some veggies with dip like hummus. The basic smoothie I'll make is just banana, spinach, yogurt, peanut butter, and milk, almond milk, whatever kind you have, and you blend that up, and it's so satisfying. This was not a frozen banana, but usually I'll have frozen bananas. And then cheese and crackers. I love Triscuit Thin Crisps. In the video I shared last year, I think it was like clean processed snacks or something like that, I shared your processed snacks that have surprisingly few amounts of ingredients, and Triscuit Thin Crisps are literally like wheat and salt, I think. I can't remember what else, but it's very short ingredients list, and they're really tasty, and you know, anything with cheese is delicious to me. All right, so there's some ideas, and that shows you what that's the kind of stuff I actually eat all the time. It's very simple. It's not extravagant. I'm not really going recipe crazy during the week. I do really like to cook. Sometimes I will get adventurous and I like to have fun in the kitchen, but for a regular Tuesday night, I'm not gonna go crazy. I will include some of these ideas in the PDF that's attached to the course materials and the email for today. Share in the comments, what is your most regular meal? Like, what do you eat every single day? Do you go and try new recipes all the time? Or do you have a couple of meals that you make variations of? If you think that someone you know would find this video interesting or helpful, I appreciate you sharing it with them or on your social media. All right, that's it for today. And remember, it's all a matter of mind over munch.